Hey, and welcome back to Thoughts to Think About. I'm Liz.
I'm Efrain.
And I'm Reid.
We've got some thoughts for you to think about today. Reid?
Look at me. Usually you kind of get a little bit of an intro.
Do you like...
And so...
No. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, okay. And you just looked at me and stopped and you looked...
I was going to ask,
Reid?
do you like when I start with a song?
No, I hate it.
When you sing from the
I have
jump.
strong feelings about it. I feel like our intro is always so drawn out. Like it's always like, hey, what's up, everybody?
I'm cutting straight to that. That's going to be the absolute intro. There's nothing else. That's the intro. Welcome back.
Can you zoom in on this thing? That was good. Reid, you held that note out with your whole chest.
The
that
pipes
was good.
on this dude.
I know.
Sing us a little diddle.
No, that sounds inappropriate.
Sing
I
a
don't
song.
do diddles here.
Guys, we're
don't
not
do diddles.
about that here on the podcast.
We don't diddle.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Glad
supposed
you're
to be
here.
funny.
Thanks for listening.
This is the Apocalypse episode.
Of the podcast?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because this is the last one. This is the end. No, I'm just kidding.
This is it.
It might be, we don't know.
I wasn't at this meeting. When did we decide this?
We got Reid to sing. It's over. It's done.
That was honestly the only reason why we started this podcast, to get him to do embarrassing things.
No, so I was scrolling on Instagram the other day and I came across a reel. And the question from the reel was, if you were in the apocalypse, what would your job be? So there's only you're a small group of survivors, right? There's not like population centers. You can't go to the city. You've got we'll say 50 people who live together and they're surviving in the apocalypse. You have to contribute to the group somehow. Or else they send you out to the apocalypse to go waste somebody else's resources.
Go out to the apocalypse now.
You
So
get
what do you
apocalypsed.
Apocalypse. What would your
What would your job be? Reid, did you have a thought of what your job would be?
Wait,
It's complicated,
I
right?
feel like it would be funnier if we kind of can we create a group?
Assigned to each other? Oh.
Oh.
That was
create
not
a group? Well, I also want
we
to
were
know.
on the same page. We totally were not.
like
Okay.
normally who we all hang out with, your wives, and then Jonathan.
Oh, so we
Okay.
make the group.
Yeah.
Well, let's just
Sure.
say it's that
Yeah,
crew.
okay.
Let's just say it's that crew.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right.
It's
That's like 7 of us.
yeah, it's not a lot of
Or
people.
6.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah, so that's a very hard question because there's a lot of things to factor in here, right? Like, is it a zombie apocalypse?
That's a good point.
Is it like
Yeah.
Bird Box apocalypse?
Good movie.
Is
I
it
haven't seen that
a
one
Quiet Place
in
apocalypse?
a while. Sorry.
I mean, is it like nuclear fallout apocalypse?
Yeah,
like
that's true.
it's very tough. So I think we just need to pick
We need
one
to pick.
scenario.
I think it's got to be zombie. Everybody's pretty familiar with zombie,
Pause.
Yes.
We're going to pick one what?
Scenario.
Did you say scenario?
I did.
Oh my gosh.
I just needed to make sure I didn't glitch.
You
and
heard
I
it here
heard that
first, everyone.
correctly.
So, all right. We need to pick one scenario.
Scenario.
We need to pick one scenario. We'll go from there.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking zombies because that's my favorite one to think about.
It's your average Joe apocalypse right there.
That's a
Right.
classic.
Yeah. It's the one
Yeah.
everybody can relate to. They can see themselves in it. Right?
Everybody watched The Walking Dead for a couple of years.
At least a season.
At
No.
least a couple seasons.
You at least watched the
Yeah.
first season.
Yeah,
Until they got
everybody's-
to the farm.
Yeah, pretty much.
I didn't complete that assignment.
You didn't
I'm
watch
so sorry.
any of them?
I didn't watch any of them.
Whoa.
Have you watched any
that's
zombie
crazy.
apocalypse movies at all?
Hey, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What's the one? What's if you had to think of zombie apocalypse? What do you think of?
If I had to think zombie I like how The Last of Us did it.
Okay,
I haven't seen that one.
that's a good show.
Ooh,
Good
that's
show.
really
Okay,
good.
so are they fast zombies or slow zombies?
Those are fast zombies.
Okay.
Fast zombies. Well, they depend, right? Because
Okay.
they
There's
have
different
different
types.
Oh,
yeah,
shoot.
zombies.
And
So-
is it if you get bit, you're infected, or is it you have to die?
So
No, you get bit.
you get bit. In the show, it's a little different.
Mm-hmm.
In the game, you can get infected by spores too, because
shoot.
it's a fungal infection. And so
Oh,
it's
I've had
really
that
cool.
before.
Which doesn't that type of fungus actually exist?
It does. Cordyceps is
Oh,
real.
I've
It's
had
a
an athlete's foot before.
That's the same thing. So you're a zombie now.
Oh, darn it.
So that's what happened.
I've
Now we
also
know.
had mono, so
Wow, just air it out.
Anybody else want to talk about their medical records real quick on the
Appendicitis.
podcast?
Golly.
Just fill them all out.
right.
had a congested ear. Is that what it's called? What is it called?
Conjunctivitis.
Ear infection?
Ear infection. That's what I was
Oh
thinking
no, sorry. Conjunctivitis
That's
is
in the tooth.
pink
That's in the
eye.
eye. Yeah.
Pink eye.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
pink eye? I don't know. What's the one in the tooth? Gingivitis.
Gingivitis.
That's it.
Gingivitis. I'm pretty sure it's in your gums.
I'm basically oh yeah, you're right. It is in the gums.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
called
around your
cavity.
teeth.
He said,
cavititis.
I'm pretty smart.
I'm pretty smart here, guys.
So we're gonna go with zombie apocalypse. We're gonna go with The Last of Us zombies. So there's fast zombies and slow zombies.
Okay.
We're not gonna go with spores. We'll
Yeah,
just go with
spores is
zombies.
tough. Just
Yeah.
biting. Yeah.
Like, yeah, just a clean bite.
And there's like 40 of us, but we got our friends nearby. You know, like we are here with some other strangers that we survived with. You know, it's all
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, it's Gucci.
Okay. So then, what's the roles? So that's
Yeah.
the kind of situation.
Right.
Maybe we've got a little bit of a clan, a crew put together. What
Yep.
kind of what? Whoa.
We're a group.
What
a
kind
group.
of
It's called a group.
a crew?
crew.
A squad. A platoon.
Survivor Squad.
So many names.
It's tough because I think generally a lot of people are like, I was a mechanic before the apocalypse,
Yep.
so I'm a mechanic now. And I just feel like there's not a lot of room for full-time pastors in the apocalypse.
Yeah.
You know, like
But in space, he said, I'm your
Space
guy.
pastor
there's a lot of room up there for
Tons.
space
of
pastors.
space.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like, of course, there's going to be a need for, you know, spiritual guidance in the apocalypse.
So you're just going to take the easy way out?
What? Like, you think I'm going to die?
Oh my gosh. No. You're just going to like talk to people about.
No,
God.
I was saying like you're gonna need it, but it's gonna be a lot more complicated now because it's like, how does this apocalypse vibe with like the teachings of scripture?
Good point,
You know,
yeah.
But then I feel like I have to be bivocational, of course.
You would definitely be
Yeah.
vocational.
So yeah, so I got to think about what skills do I have that would transfer to apocalypse school. So I'm thinking like I'm thinking I could be a runner, you know, go get supplies, you know.
Okay.
I'm still decently young. I'm in pretty decent shape.
Right.
I feel like I could take like a small group of zombies if they were coming at me. So I'll be like
And those Last of Us zombies are serious.
I'll be an
dude.
The
errand
like
boy,
confidence,
you know?
in this is.
I'd
little
much
errand boy.
rather a Walking Dead apocalypse.
Oh, for sure.
To take
So
on.
what's the difference
but
in
that's
those
the
zombies?
only one that Liz has seen, so we have to go with
It's
that.
I mean,
you're right.
majority rules. Like
I mean,
you
pretty
bo-
much.
They're
the-
shamblers, so
yeah, they're more shambling, so they're like kind of slow, and they're like, you know, kind of.
Is there
deal.
any-
where The Last of Us has different ranges, where some of them kind of shamble, but there's some that like bust out, sprint
Yeah.
at you.
Is there none in Walking Dead that are quick?
Not
like
that quick.
they just kind of shamble until they are like alerted, and then they shamble a little faster.
I just feel like that's so unrealistic.
Well, so there's actually
It's zombies.
it's so not
Yeah.
real. There's two schools of thought with zombies, but Walking Dead kind of
Basically, there's two schools of thought.
so like there's the infection zombies and there's the living dead zombies. So the living dead zombies are like somebody died, they came back to life, reanimated, it's a corpse. And so
Right.
in that scenario, they're like dead, and so they're
I
usually
see.
slow. The infection, typically they're faster because they're like just normal people, just infected, you
Yeah.
know, and so they like stay,
I
you know.
see.
It would be a lot harder for me
Yeah.
to kill those, I think.
But the problem is, yeah, right, exactly. But The Walking Dead is kind of both. So like because remember, they're already infected with the virus
In The
or
Walking
whatever.
Dead, literally everybody is infected.
But you
right.
have to die for the infection to take over. And so,
Oh.
or you
either
get
by
bit.
zombies or any other method.
So you get bit and it starts the process, or you die and then the infection takes over. So it's like a weird kind of combo.
Right.
But either way, the Walking Dead zombies are slower. And so those would be easier to handle. So like, I hear what you're saying about
Maybe
the
we
runner.
cornered, right?
Maybe we
I hear what you're saying about the
switch.
runner, but in The Last of Us, dude, that would be scary.
Well, yeah, it would be scary, but also like if I know that zombie they didn't die, they're just like their brain's taken over, then there's part of me that thinks there might be a cure for that person.
Right.
And that's a big part of
So
The
like,
Last of
do
Us.
I kill them?
Yeah.
Oh, your moral compass really.
Right.
So
So
you send the
spiritually,
pastor.
as a pastor, send the pastor to go out and
can
I'm
we
a
like
pacifist. I don't kill zombies.
can we make this easier and go Walking Dead zombie?
that was a character in The Walking Dead. Also, there was the pastor, and
yeah.
he wouldn't kill the zombies at first, right?
Right.
That was his thing.
At first, and then
It-
that changed.
It didn't take
Please don't
long.
forget that.
That was Herschel, wasn't it?
Oh, I guess Herschel technically was the same. I was thinking of the other pastor. I can't think of what his name is.
I can't either.
He's a pretty cool character.
Anyway, yeah, we can switch to the Walking Dead zombies. Makes it much easier for
Just
most
pretty
people.
straightforward.
Morality.
Shambling zombies. They're kind of
Right.
slow,
Yeah.
but like there's a lot of them and they could overpower you pretty
Yeah.
easily.
The big danger with those is like if you go to population centers, you just
Right.
get surrounded.
Right.
You know, they're coming from every direction.
Yeah. So that's my thing.
Which is why you always
Okay.
bring a giant pogo stick. So that way, if you're surrounded, you just pogo onto a building.
What?
just bouncing around.
See you, zombies.
Take that, Wow.
That wasn't on my zombie survival like
Bingo
list,
card.
but yeah, you're right.
Hey,
okay.
Reid, when you're out there, could you swing by Walmart and grab some more pogo
We
sticks?
need more pogo sticks.
I don't think I've seen a pogo stick in person, like in real life.
Wow,
What?
that's kind of interesting. I think I've
So
seen
you've never
one.
pogoed?
No,
Never gone pogoing.
Never pogoed.
Have you pogoed?
I have, but it's been a very long time.
Oh,
like as
yeah.
a child.
Right.
Do
I know
have
you pogo
one?
on the weekends. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Recreationally only.
I'm on the pogo team.
Intramural.
Houston Sports and Social. This is the pogo.
We still
pogo
have,
league.
we still have not really talked about the apocalypse at all.
I'm sorry, the distraction of a freaking pogo.
The left
stick.
turn of a pogo stick. Yeah.
Sorry,
it's
I'm so
crazy.
sorry.
So you
Okay.
think runner? That's
Okay.
your role.
Yeah, I think I like for
Supply
a while,
guy.
but eventually I have to turn it over to someone younger. You know, like,
yeah.
I think I got 10 years probably.
Okay,
I mean-
so then what's after that?
Oh yeah, I mean, hopefully in those 10 years I'm learning a different trade, you know, to help. So-
Otherwise, we just have to kill you because you're just a waste of
No,
resources.
but then he'd
send him
turn
off.
into.
into the wild.
well, we can
Zombie,
just,
right?
we'll like really get him.
All right,
Oh.
Reid, you've lost your value, so we're gonna give you a machete, and you go take out as many as you can.
Just good luck.
Jeez.
See you later.
Brutal.
So, Liz, you got an answer to this?
Yeah, I think I would care for the children.
Oh, that's good.
I
School.
mean-
You could be a school teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We still have to instruct children in the apocalypse.
Yeah, I mean, we'd
Yeah.
learn. It wouldn't just be like. It really wouldn't be academics. They'd learn how to read.
All right, this is a tiger. They live in Asia. You'll never make it there.
They're all mythical creatures.
They would learn like basics, colors, numbers, addition, but like practical math, like
Yeah.
money, bartering. Then we would go out. I mean, we'd have to learn
Field
nature
trips.
things. Let's go see a zombie, children. Everyone got your pogo sticks? Let's stay safe.
Here's I'm going with my survival class with Miss Liz.
Yeah,
Just-
that's me.
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
Just taking zombies out with pogo sticks.
Hey kids, here's
Essentially.
how you make toilet paper.
You could just pull the like the Pixar lamp kind of vibe with the zombies and
on
just
their
kind of
heads.
Yeah.
just squish the zombie that way.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd take my guitar and then
Yeah.
I'd like smash a zombie
Oh,
if I need
right,
to,
right.
and then we'd like make a fire with it. If we, it's a
Multi-use.
multi.
Yeah. Smash, then boom.
Goodbye,
fire.
goodbye guitar.
No, I mean, we'd start with lessons, and then it's also a weapon / survival. I mean, it's wood.
We'd have to learn how to make one, because then you lose your guitar.
Just make another one,
immediately.
yeah.
Right. Well, and musical
Can I-
instruments would be very difficult to keep in the apocalypse. Like,
Yeah, I mean, because sound and stuff is pretty.
well, like if you
dangerous.
have like a compound that you've set up, like you set up your fortification for the city or whatever, or your village, it wouldn't be that bad, if you do it inside or
That's true.
at certain times. But like just like some musical instruments, you have to keep them at the right humidity and at the right temperature, and like it just gets damaged, then you're out of luck. There's no repair shop,
Yeah, I feel like a guitar can withstand a lot, though.
Yeah, and
Right.
you also got to think too. You're probably getting more of a you probably need to get to like an old school kind of guitar versus like a new guitar.
Right.
Where you're like, I've got a lyre now. Not,
Yeah.
not a,
Oh, yeah.
not a real guitar. It's just a box with some strings on it. and
Right,
It
yeah.
sounds
Was
different.
it a paper towel tube at the top?
Yeah. Like it's literally
Yeah.
just
You found a wrapping paper tube,
Yeah.
and then like you put a small one down there on the cross.
cigar box guitar
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's great. We can start a company like that right now.
Let's do it right now. If you're
You
listening to this podcast,
heard it
we've
here
already- you heard it first. Yeah. Similarly, we're all in church work, so Reid was like, "Hey, what do you contribute to the zombie apocalypse?" And I was like, what
I can make graphics.
what I contribute to the world now?
I work on a computer.
I work on websites. Yeah, so I was like, dang, Bard, is Bard a thing? So I was trying to figure that
Cast
out.
bardic inspiration.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Good luck, Reid.
Good luck, Reid. You got
Play you a little diddle before you go.
You got +4 on your zombie swinging or whatever.
A plus
your
1d4,
pogo
not
stick.
+4.
If
I
you
know.
don't know, that was all Dungeons and Dragons jokes.
That was a Dungeons and
Because
Dragons
there's
reference.
people that don't know that.
Who?
Who doesn't know? Come on. This is already like the nerdiest conversation.
Me 6 months ago didn't know.
So what are you doing?
So, I mean, I feel like I would want to pick up a new trade because that's something I love to do in general is learn new things.
I'm a learner. I'm a life learner.
I'm a lifelong learner. And so readers are leaders. And no, I would love to learn some sort of new trade so that I could be more useful to the society and that I wouldn't be killed and left for dead.
Yeah.
What would that be?
I don't know.
What would you want?
I think some sort of like carpenter sort of thing would be super useful.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
working with wood and stuff.
If you could learn to weld.
Welding would be super huge.
Wait,
That
you
would
should
be-
learn how to weld now because
Yeah.
that's like an industry.
That's big money.
Patent.
Yeah, right. And so so I started thinking about that and I was like, dang, maybe I should just learn that stuff in real life now. Like, because those would
Do
actually
I have
be-
any
you go.
actually good skills right now at all? Or
I have no marketable skills. Hire me, please.
no, yeah, I've been hunting, so I know like the basics of hunting.
Right.
Like, so I could do that, but like it's noisy, of course, and dangerous. And I've done like woodworking before. Like I've worked on houses and done sheetrock and all that stuff. But like it's like none of it is like a honed trade that
Right.
I have. So I
It's-
have
yeah.
the basics of like a lot of stuff that I just don't use ever.
Yeah. Very similar. Yeah. You know,
Right.
little projects here and there, you know, done little mission trips where you're doing XYZ different
Yeah.
house building pieces, but not like that's not my job.
I know
you
how to mix cement. You know?
Yeah. I can lay down some rebar. I can
Right.
tie it together. You know?
Which I mean, that just being a young and healthy person is really beneficial and
That's a good point.
in
A
the
skill in
apocalypse. It is a skill in and of itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I'm not healthy, so that's out for sure. So,
Unfortunate.
yeah, it's very
Rip.
sad. Pray for me.
a dark turn.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, the apocalypse would be not fun. People act like it would be a lot of fun, and it's interesting to like think about, but it would not be fun.
No,
at all.
I feel the same when people talk about like early quarantine. It's like, wow, that was just so nice. And it's just because everyone was forced to slow down and spend time with people. And and I think
Well,
that's,
you couldn't spend time with like most people.
no,
just
but like
some
the people in your house,
right?
The people
you're close with. Yeah. And I think that's why people like romanticize quarantine. Because essentially,
Well, for me, it was Tiger King.
Carol Baskin,
You were hanging out with
with the Tiger
the
King
Tiger
himself.
King himself.
Yeah, I mean, early quarantine, everybody was like, "Yeah, we're all watching Tiger King together."
Yeah, taking like 8 walks a day.
Right.
It was awesome. I mean, that part was great. I loved that everybody talked about Tiger King.
Yeah.
You know, like we all knew what we were talking about.
Right.
You know? That was cool.
Phenomenon.
I worked a lot during the early parts of quarantine.
Same.
And so like I felt super busy and almost more busy because it was all online now.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had to do a bunch of work. So everybody's always like, "Oh man, I just miss not having to work and do all this
Right.
stuff." And I was like, I don't know that life at all. That was not my
we
experience.
we were running a summer camp in 2020, and so like that felt like diet apocalypse a little bit, you know. So that's why when
Wow.
you posed this question earlier, it's like, of course I would take care of the children, not just because like,
Right.
oh, well, she's a female and the female figures.
That didn't even cross my mind, but
I didn't either. I was like, yeah, that's what you do. You're good at that.
I'm
you know,
I'm shocking, but no, that's
well, that's
literally
what you do. I'm sorry, that was mean. I shouldn't.
But anyway,
She was really mean to me earlier. It's fine.
I was really good. I really was. Sorry about that. You owe me that one.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Apocalypse Light.
that's like that's my career. That's my job. That's what my ministry. It's what I
Yeah,
do. So
right.
that's what makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
I have a garden. I could farm.
Oh,
You
that's
do!
true.
Yeah.
You
There
do
you
have a
go.
garden. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, providing for
All the cucumbers.
All the cucumbers in the
Hey,
world.
You give me enough land, some seeds, We'll be eating.
There you go.
Eating like
We'll be eating
kings.
cucumbers like
I'm a
kings.
Reid.
We also have eggplant now.
Oh,
So,
wow.
not very many, but we have some.
Dang.
And arugula does not taste good. I do not like it. at all.
Arugula sucks.
Yeah.
So the eggplant really looks like eggs, right? When it first starts sprouting?
No.
No, like it does, right? It's white.
Purple.
No, it's white, but when it first buds, it's white.
No.
Not at all?
No.
I'm pretty sure it's supposed to. Like,
Not mine.
like it's pretty common that it does.
I'm gonna look this up.
Please
Keep
look it up
arguing.
because
So
y'all are acting like I'm crazy, but
Mine
it's
starts-
true.
The one the only thing I've seen, I've been watching them. It buds this purple flower. The purple flower dies, and then from inside the purple flower, the eggplant fruit grows.
But it's purple from the jump?
I've never seen it be anything but purple.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure it looks like an egg coming
It's
out of there.
white eggplant.
Yeah. Oh, specifically?
Yeah. White eggplant looks like eggs hanging on a tree.
Oh, interesting. Because I just thought that's what it was named for, period. Like they
Yeah.
all looked kind of white and then they turned into the little purple things.
Near.
Straight out of the bud.
Nor.
Nor
Mine's
it's not it.
purple. That's purple all the time.
Interesting. Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah. Cucumbers are green.
The things you learn.
Lifelong learner, right
Lifelong
there.
learner. I'm always
Wow.
learning, guys.
I just
Wow.
Gingivitis.
do that.
Well, yeah. I think apocalypse is coming, so
It's coming eventually.
we'll think about your jobs. Get
Yeah.
ready.
Text, not text.
What?
Wow. Comment.
Text me.
We'll put
Yeah.
Reid's number
I mean,
below
sure.
right
Yeah.
here.
If you have my number already, go ahead and text me what you think your job would be in the apocalypse, or you can comment it so everybody sees.
I was getting on a plane this last week, and some guy was helping me get my boarding pass, and he goes, "Have a good flight." And immediately, "Oh, you too." I mean,
Stupid.
I mean, you have a good flight
Thank
too.
you.
You've seen those
someday.
reels where someo's like, "Have a good flight." Oh, you too, and the person's like, "What?" And then it's like they get on the
Yeah,
plane and they're
for
sitting
them
next to
and
each other and they go on vacation together. It's
I
like,
love it.
He just laughed at me and was like, "I know." I was like, "Dang."
I know you're an idiot.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much.
That's more like you're just
Jeez.
checked out because you've been not in your normal life for days.
I don't know what's going on.
Travel days are just stressful. Regardless, it's just no matter if you got everything together, you're there on time. It's just stress.
You just can't help it,
Yeah.
Just is what it is.
Are you one that will get there right on time? Like your flight boards at 7, so you're like you get to your gate at like 6:55.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you have to ask that question of Efrain?
Of me. So I actually am usually pretty good on flights. Reid.
That man's calling the airline saying, "Hey, we're almost there."
Hey, hold on. Hold the door. No, we're actually usually really good. We're usually like, plenty of time before.
Yeah.
But I've flown a lot. And so I've gotten to the point where I can just like super easily get there, boom, right on time. The last time, or this last flight, I was getting there and I couldn't find the like parking thing because I was flying out of George Bush, and it's crazy. It's always under construction, and so it's like
literally
a huge mess. And so I couldn't find the like where to park, and so it took me a little extra while, and so I was almost late. And they were like, "Guy, are you here?" I was
Oh,
like,
they
I'm on
called
way.
you
I'm
over
on
the
way."
intercom?
No, not on the intercom.
Oh.
I was worried though, but it didn't get to that point, and like they hadn't boarded yet, and so I was like,
Oh
okay,
shoot!
we're all good."
But that's why you get there so early because you never know if like TSA is crazy that day.
Well, that was the other
There's
thing.
always
Security was so long, and I would have just blown right on through, but it was in the middle of the day, so there were a ton of people there. Meredith and I usually fly super early,
Yeah.
because it's empty. It's
Yeah.
the best, and so that's never a problem for us. And so it was a wee bit stressful.
No, I
but
like to get there like
2 hours early.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
then I go make sure my gate actually exists.
Right. Which
And
why do
then-
y'all do that?
I don't know.
Wait,
And-
hold on.
I'm at 49. Okay, there it is.
47.
All right,
48,
I'll be
49. I gotta see it, and then I'll go like get a coffee or whatever, and then I go scope out where I want to sit.
Yeah, I used to be a show up way too early guy, and Aubrey has almost broken me of that habit. Mostly Aubrey's family. Most of Aubrey's family is like, we're gonna be there like
We're taking our time.
right before we get there, right before it departs. But I do like to go and get a coffee before a flight, like pretty much because I don't sleep well on flights anyway. Even overnight, like long 8, 10, 12-hour flights, I don't sleep. I just can't. I don't know why. And so if I don't have a coffee, then I just feel groggy and I can't sleep and I just get frustrated. So it's like, wake me up so I can read a book or watch a movie or something.
Gotcha.
Do you guys, can y'all work on a flight? Like, can y'all, like, if you have your laptop or something, is that something y'all are able to do? Like, work on a flight? Like, just.
It's not something I've ever really tried to do, but I read fine. So
yeah. I can read fine. That's no problem. But you can work on a flight?
Yeah. Last time I had to get some things done for church. So I brought my iPad and like pay for the Wi-Fi, all this stuff. So I was able to work just fine. I think the way Southwest, their seats feel so much smaller than any other, like United, their seats are a bit nicer. But I think just Southwest tries to cram everybody in there. So I don't think I could.
savings.
There it is.
Hey.
I don't think I could like just bust out a whole laptop just because of space wise, but iPad, I was able to get things done fine.
Yeah, I can't bring myself. Now I have a giant laptop. Have y'all seen my laptop?
Yeah.
It's huge.
It's like
it's 16 inches.
Yeah, our screens are. I got a huge screen too.
It's enormous, you know.
Yeah.
And so it's like, so for sure I couldn't really bring that out and feel comfortable. But like even if I had a smaller one, I've tried it like different computers before, and I just can't. Like I just always am like, are people watching what I'm doing? And just like it just feels super uncomfortable.
That's my problem. I know that I
hate it.
am a nosy little boy, and so.
Yeah,
I'm watching everybody else's stuff for sure.
No, straight up, yeah.
Anybody sitting next to me, they're
Just
sitting in
call
front
it
of me, sitting across the aisle from me. I'm looking at what you're doing.
We all are. That's why I have to be so careful picking what movies I want to watch because there's some movies that have like, if without the sound or if you don't know what movie it is, it's like, what that girl watching?
What the heck is
so
that?
like, because I'm too, like I'm peeking at people's phones.
Maybe we just care way too much.
Maybe, yeah.
I did sit next to somebody on a plane one time who was reading 50 Shades of Grey on their Kindle.
Oh,
And I was like,
too far,
I was like,
ma'am.
he's blushing.
Ma'am.
Reid's just blushing.
I don't want to look at
Aubrey's like, hey, what's going on? Nothing.
Right. I was like, oh, stop.
He's crying. It was too good.
Jesus.
What? No, please stop. Turn it off. I'm done. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I don't know which button to push.
I didn't even know which one to do.
I almost pushed the record
Oh,
button.
man. Enjoy your flight, too. If you ever fly someday, we'll see you next time. Subscribe everywhere you can subscribe. We'll see you.
Tell us your skills. Maybe you make the cut for our crew.
Shut